So a question I saw asked multiple times on both your post and my post was about stability with the heavy lifts and how you deal with imbalances. I'm assuming particularly squat and deadlift.
Yeah, so it's taken me a while to get the stability down. It's taken me different types of shoes to try on to figure out which ones work the best for me. And then literally, it's not like one day I was like, oh, I'm going to go in there and just deadlift 400 pounds. And I started doing it. It's starting with the bar, multiple people teaching me. Like, obviously, my form is different because I just don't have the range of motion that most people have. So all those of you that talk about my form, fuck you. But for the stability, yeah, it's just taken a lot of time. And it's just like anything, just training. And the more I do it, the more stable I get. And I mean, my stabilizer muscles and my core is getting stronger, so that helps, and I really do concentrate a lot on my core because everybody should really concentrate on all their core. I just do more so because of, my issues. And so that's kind of, it's there. It's hard, but now it's to the point to where it's just natural for me now.
Right.
So like, I haven't fallen in a long time.
Nice.
The last time I fell out of my socket all the way.
Fuck.
Ooh. That was me just being lazy. I didn't put the sleeve over, and I was like, oh, I'm going to run down and do something real quick. And I was running, and I, took a step with my left leg, and, there was nothing there except air, and wham! On the ground. And I couldn't walk for, 2 days. I couldn't put my leg in the socket for 2 days. So I don't fuck around with that no more. But,
gnarly.
And then as far as, pressure and whatever, it's fucking that. The end of my leg is pressing against something. It's a lot of pressure, and it's painful. And when I lift, mostly deadlifts and squats, it's very, very painful. To where usually once I get going, I start sweating pretty bad because pain, But I just deal with it. It's only for a short. It's literally for 30 seconds, if that. Lift. If you think about it, and so I just deal with it, and then I just get through it, and then after that I take a seat or whatever just to kind of relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
A little bit. I just kind of sit down a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of how it's just been a workup to everything,
Yeah.
I feel like the more I do it, the stronger everything gets.
Right.
And the more I'm able to deal with.
Do you do a lot of bilateral stuff or unilateral stuff where you work specifically on one leg or the other with accessory movements? Not really?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I do my accessory work will be for my legs will be the hamstring curls or the leg extensions and stuff like that. I don't do lunges.
Yeah.
Just because it's difficult and it's not worth the risk.
Right.
I don't do a lot of bilateral and all that movements because I'm still a pussy when it comes to my knee.
Yeah.
I don't want to do no agility type of shit or anything like that. Right. Because even though I stack all the weight on and I squat it and do whatever, I don't know. I just feel like doing something and planting and then doing something. I'm just no.
Not
I don't.
Worth
And I
the
don't.
Risk,
and I don't run because both my meniscus and my knee are ruptured, and so it's just bone on bone, lots of pain when I run.
Running's for fucking pussies.
And I'm
anyway.
240 fucking pounds, so no.
As our good friend Wolf would say, I don't run because it implies retreat.
Yeah. So my cardio usually or something like that's fast deadlifts or something like that.
Right.
More of just fast paced stuff.
What's your take on rest days?
Rest days. So when I'm getting ready to compete, I'll take 3 rest days.
Do you schedule them in or do you take them when you feel like you need them?
Both. If my body's telling me you're just shot out, I'll take a day off. I mean, it recently was when I did that little video with CT.
Yeah.
I have never felt pain like that in my hamstrings ever.
How many deadlifts did you tell me? 210?
210 at 225 pounds. It was horrible.
Fuck.
And I was sore for 3 fucking days. And so I took 2 days off because I just know I needed the recovery. And recovering means growth. And so I used to be real bad about not taking days off. And I would do 2-a-days. And it actually just does it does the opposite of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you dig your own grave when you do that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I started getting my biggest.
There's that.
Right?
Yeah,
Tell these motherfuckers that.
I started getting my biggest when I would take 2 days off a week, and I literally would get into the habit. And this is because I'm retired. I know everybody can't get to do this, but I would take naps in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I'd take a nap, and I would try to sleep good at night. And I literally started to watch myself grow, and I felt better. And I would go to the gym and I'd work even harder because I usually work in the evening times.
Right.
Just because I like to load up on food all day. And I have big compound movements I have to do. So I like to be fully, carved up and everything like that. So Rest days.
We'll carve you
Got
up
to
full
take
of some
'em.
donuts tomorrow.
I'm going to eat the shit out of them.
Yep.
So rest days, take them, because as hard as it is, it's hard for me. And it's when a rest day is a rest day, it's a rest day. It's not, oh, well, I'm just going to go do cardio now. Just take a fucking day off.
The best is people who say they're going to do or I do this shit too. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take a rest day and I'll go fucking swim for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, that's not a rest day. I mean, especially swimming. Yeah. That's like full body workout.
I'm like, oh, it's active recovery. And then I get out of the pool and I've burned so many calories, I can't stop eating the rest of the day.
I don't swim. Go in a circle like fucking Finding Nemo and shit with a little fin. So I don't swim. I don't like this. As a matter of fact, I was wakeboarding the other day, and it took me a minute to get back to the boat when I got out of the board.
That's so funny.
Because I'm like trying. It's fucking horrible, and so it's just a lot of work. So I don't do it.
We already talked about why powerlifting. What's your favorite training story you have? Whether it be you got to train with somebody or
favorite training story.
Like what's your most memorable training?
Let's see.
Session you can remember.
Honestly, it's got to be that one recently with CT that I just did.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. That's
He doesn't do he doesn't do like the one-on-one videos with anybody anymore. He made an exception for me because he's just he got mad respect for what I'm doing. He knows that I like that whole iron addict thing that I'm like I really live that, you know.
Yeah.
And to have him like I said I used to watch him when I was like deployed. Making these videos, and now to like have him doing like the screaming at me and motivating me to push me through the sets. He's like you know he's just a guy that I've idolized a lot since like just in being in the industry,
right?
But even before then, you know, when I just started working out, I turned on like little DLB videos, CT videos, microsheet videos to get myself motivated to go to the gym,
right? And
so that has to be it. That one with CT, which the video will be coming out on his YouTube channel, like probably, hopefully this week.
Nice.
You know, so that has to be it for me. The most memorable workout session.
Let's get into more serious stuff. A couple people have mentioned veteran suicide and kind of your thoughts on that. Obviously, I'm assuming that might have been a dark place you probably went to.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so much that I was suicidal ever, but there were some very good times that I was like, you know, on that giving up kind of side.
Yeah, and I'm sure you know people. I mean, most people who are in the military have friends who have taken their lives after getting out.
So on a serious note, the medic that saved my life killed himself about a year ago or so.
Wow.
About a year ago.
It's an average of 22 veterans a day, right?
Yeah. That's estimated, yeah. And so the dude was a badass, you know, saved my life pretty much. And name was Doc Kirker, just this badass little bandana Harley Davidson kind of guy. Yeah. Older dude too. Like I said, you would have never thought it over there. You thought he was just like, you know. But you get back, things aren't the same with the house. Wife's been cheating on you, girlfriend's been cheating on you, whatever. Who knows what finances. A lot of guys get out. You know, especially my unit, we had a really, really bad deployment. We lost a lot of guys. A lot of guys got wounded. Seen a lot of shit, so it fucks you up. You just want to get out. You don't want to do that no more. And then you don't have a job. You just a lot of things can happen and can like just mentally fuck you up. I don't want to say it's so much always the deployment. I want to say it's the aftermath of deployment as well. When you get home, like having to deal with all the shit. And it's not just dealing with what you saw in deployment. It's dealing with like getting yourself back to like going in the civilian world, you know. And so you get stressed out. You lose hope in a lot of things. And so like I said, when I heard about that, I couldn't believe it because. I mean, the guy has like a wife and, you know, he was just a fucking savage. You know, the dude had there was no like emotional, like he just was working, you know, it was like his job. He loved it. And so when I heard about that, it was pretty sad. You know, it was a guy that saved my life and now took his own, you know. And so it's a very serious thing. And the sad thing is it's like, it's very hard to, it's hard to help him because like me, if I'm going to tell you, I'm not gonna fucking tell you. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a fucking grunt. I was an infantry dude. Like, I'm a hard motherfucker. But who knows, like, when I'm driving down the road, how I feel about myself or something like that, you know? Right. So a lot of these guys are they're soldiers, and they're just really good at bottling it up and putting up a front, so you'll never fucking know. And most of them are dudes. So a man is not gonna bitch up. You know, he's not gonna be like, yeah, man, I'm just like, you know. They're not. They're just not. I could call them up right now and be like, hey, yo, how you doing? You good, man? It's like, anything you want to talk to me about? They're gonna tell you fucking no.
No, right. Well, that's definitely is something that goes hand in hand with the military.
Yeah, you know, me, I just try to keep in touch with my guys. I say what's up to them.
Do you think that like training and stuff like that can prevent those thoughts? Because I know with me personally, like me staying active in the gym and training has been a lot of what's kept me sober personally.
Yeah. So like I've said this like probably 2 times in other videos or whatever, you know, about the PTSD thing.
Right.
It's a very touchy subject. Like
Right.
you could fucking hurt some people's feelings, you know. I'm the kind of person that I think some people are bullshitters and they want to get fucking paid. And then I think there's legit, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But if you're like deployed and you were on a fucking base where there's Burger King and shit and you have PTSD, go fuck yourself. Let me tell you what PTSD is picking up body parts of your fucking brother in arms. You know what I mean?
Right. Now
Now we got some serious shit, but you get these people that come off these deployments. I mean, I've heard people be deployed to fucking Kuwait. It's fucking a rich ass country. Thank you. It's almost like the new Dubai, you know. And you come home and you got fucking PTSD. Like, shut the fuck up.
They want
you know?
that paycheck.
They want that fucking paycheck. They want a reasoning, and I don't like that shit, man. And so, you know, the PTSD thing's like touchy because of that. You know, because I could sit there and fucking. I mean, I know guys that never deployed. They got PTSD from boot camp. You're just a bitch. You're literally just a bitch.
My ex works at a VA hospital.
I'm sorry for her.
Yeah, because she gets.
Man,
both ends.
yeah,
like
it's just
from the higher ups, where like the VA is a target right now, anyway.
Yeah,
and then it's a political tool.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And she's just like, I want to just.
Well, they
she
can't.
would just be like, I just want to slap the shit out of them.
Oh yeah,
because they're just like little bitch boys.
Yeah, I can't handle going to the VA.
And like, I feel bad, but I'm just relaying what she says.
Yeah,
because I can't speak on it. I don't know what everybody's been through, but she's like, some of them are just they're full of shit.
World War II veterans. I don't hear them bitching.
Right.
My grandpa's World War II. I never heard him bitch ever.
Not about one thing.
You know what I mean? The Vietnam vets are pretty fucking hardcore too. You know, and they got it fucking shitty. And they got it shitty.
So many of them didn't even choose to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they got shitted on when they got back.
Yeah.
And those are some hard motherfuckers. You don't see them, you know, fucking crying. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's just the military's just kind of come pussified.
A little bit, definitely.
You know what I mean? The hardness is gone. And like I said, the military should be for people that can fucking mentally handle it. Not everybody's built for it.
Right.
You know, you wonder why you have all these PTSD problems. Well, it's because you're letting anybody and everybody through. You're easing up the boot camp. You're making it fucking
soft.
They're
going soft.
What the fuck do you think you're gonna have? You're gonna have mental issues when you're soft. And when they finally go to war and they see some freaky fucking shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so. Yeah, so like the PTSD thing, it's like a fine line because somebody can't come into the VA and be like, well, I have PTSD. No, you don't, because you can't prove it.
Yeah.
So you're stuck with, oh, you are? Okay. They try to evaluate you to see how bad your PTSD is, but they can't tell you, no, you
oxy.
don't.
Just give me more oxy.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly it. That's exactly what it is. And so, you know, it's unfortunate. It's fucked with all this other, you know, this veteran suicide stuff and PTSD because you can't really figure out who's lying and who's not, and what's real and what's not. And so, like I said, unfortunately, like honestly, if I was in command, I'd be like, oh, were you deployed? Oh, well, what'd you do? What was your job?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see a dead body or a bomb or anything? Oh, get the fuck out of my office. I mean, that's what I would do. Like, I'm fucking paying you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's ridiculous, you know? And, I mean, PTSD is in everything in life. You know, women who've been raped, I could see that being PTSD. You know, kids being abused. You have something traumatic happen to them. I'm sorry, you being deployed. You signed up for this shit.
Keyword PTSD, traumatic.
Traumatic, yeah.
Keyword.
Yeah, you know, you get these people deploying. I'm telling you, when I was in Iraq, we could go to us grunts, we would go to like big bases that we knew like were big and established, so we could get us some fucking good ass food. You see all these motherfuckers walking around, no weapons and shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, like what the hell? We're at war, and you guys are in here eating this shit. You know, and it's just like, and then they get back.
Green zone.
Yeah, and then they get back and they're like, oh my god, it's fucking crazy. I was fucking bombs everywhere. No, there fucking wasn't. Bitch.
What do you think of the people that like fake like they're veterans?
Oh, dude, I will personally
know
beat your fucking ass.
I know a couple.
Well, did you hear that they're saying like that's like an American right to do that now or something like that? I saw.
Really?
Like they're saying like
they're saying it was a criminal thing.
That's what I thought too. But somebody posted something. I don't. Please, somebody tell me if I'm fucking wrong because I hope so. But I've been seeing it on Facebook lately that it's like they're right as an American to like wear whatever they want to fucking wear or some shit. So you're telling me I can wear a police officer outfit and it's cool? Right. No. So hopefully that's fake.
I'm gonna go get my FBI jacket really quick.
You know, the sad thing is those fake motherfuckers come out during like Thanksgiving and shit, or like July 4th and
fucking discounts.
Oh yeah, man, trying to eat at Outback for free, bitch. If I catch you and eat Outback eating an onion bloom and you're not a vet. I'm gonna fuck your ass up, man, all the way up and out back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, it pisses me off, man.
Yeah, you see those like shame videos where they get called out.
Yeah, there's somebody on Facebook that has a great one. I forget who it is, but they blast motherfuckers, dude, and I love it. You know, I've never seen it.
That shit's weird, man.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest things. That, and if I ever see anybody stepping on the flag, I'll literally go to prison. So, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So all you fake veterans, if you see me, you better fucking run.
That's so crazy to me that people would do that.
Stay the fuck out of Outback. That's my shit.
Gnarly. Outback has good steak.
Yeah, they do. They really fucking do.
It's good. It's good quality meat.
Yeah.
Where do you, I know you kind of briefly. I think I know what the answer is. Where do you think you'd be had you not lost your leg? You mentioned earlier that military was going to be a career for you.
So when I first joined the military, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
My grandpa was a World War II veteran. My dad was in the military for like 14 years. My other grandpa was a Marine. So, you know, I knew that's just where I wanted to be. It had structure, had everything, you know, and I liked it. And the war was going on, and I just felt like I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So I knew that when I joined, I wanted to join. I wanted to be a team leader, and then I wanted to be a squad leader. I wanted to lead troops in combat. That was one of my biggest things. And then I wanted to be a drill sergeant.
Okay.
Because I'm a dickhead. You know, not now I wouldn't want to be a drill sergeant, but I wanted to be a drill sergeant, you know, and then I wanted to be a sergeant major. That was those were my goals. And so I did the team leader, I did the squad leader, and then while I was deployed, I had gotten my orders for drill school, and then I got blown up and never got to go to drill school. I mean, what would be, they wouldn't let me go to drill school. They wouldn't let me stay in. I'm like, what would be more scarier than a fucking grunt who's lost his leg in combat screaming at your ass? Like, you want to, the mental will go higher, you know, these people will be scared shitless when I come up through there, you know what I mean? But no, I didn't get to do it, but that's where I would be. I would have stayed in until they told me that I had to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Or I was demoted a whole bunch of times or something like that, because I would have never left. I liked it.
Right.
I liked being deployed.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds.
That is crazy. I know a couple people like that. My cousin, he's an E8, and he fucking five or six tours.
Yeah, I
just
love it.
Loves it.
You can send me back to back to back.
Some people are that type.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the type of people we need over there, though.
Yep.
People who want to be there, and, you know, that's...
Who know they're predators and not prey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's where I would be at. I would still be in. I'd probably be like an E8 right now or something like that.
Yeah.
So be about E8, yeah. I wanted to be a sergeant major. I was getting close. I was an E6 when I got out, about to be E7.
Yeah.
And just got cut a little short.
Pun intended.
Literally.
Do you get the joke?
So all that being said, what's the long-term goal and what's next for you? Because
besides your born career.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the end goal here?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just loving what I'm doing right now.
Just wherever it takes you, it takes you.
Yeah, it's taken me so far so fast. Like lately, it's just been crazy, and I'm really loving the emails, the DMs, all the messages that I get from people that I'm like, and motivating, inspiring people. I've had a couple people who have been, you know, they're not veterans or whatever, but have been like suicidal based off certain reasons of their life, and I've talked to them and motivated them. And that's just one thing that I do is I'm very social with my followers and my people.
That's authentic, and
respond
that's what people...
back to. Every Sunday I take about 2 or 3 hours on a Sunday night. I'm laying in bed. I try to pound through these DMs, Facebook Messenger, whatever. I go back through a lot of my posts or whatever and try to respond back to people.
Yeah.
Because that's what I feel like I'm here to do, is I'm here to motivate and inspire. And if people ask questions or they want to say something to me, you know, I try to respond back. And you'd actually be surprised that, like, holy shit, you actually respond back. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know? So where this is going to take me, I don't know. I want it to keep going. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how many people's lives I can change and how many people I can motivate, really.
Right. And that's cool for me to hear, because an issue I have is sometimes I forget to appreciate the journey and the present, and I'm constantly thinking, what am I going to do next? And I'm always here and I'm not present. And so one thing I've really been trying to do differently is focus on what, you know, is right in front of me on any given day, and quit worrying so much about what's next.
Yeah.
And more so just letting life kind of happen.
That's kind of starting to get to a point for me too where I'm like, okay, what do I got going on next? What do I got going on next? Okay, here's this. Okay, now what can I do? You know, so it's just business too, you know. So you're constant. I mean, you're an owner of your company, so you got to be thinking like that, unfortunately. And it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to always keep in touch with your, you know, your followers and your fans and whatever. But because you have a business as well. Me, it's like I'm a part of a business.
Right.
My whole goal is to be an athlete and to, you know, motivate, inspire, and reach out to people. You know, you got to run your company, and then the social media part is just a plus for you.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, one day maybe I don't know. You know, I'll open up my own supplement company. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go with Primeval Labs. I know I like them a lot. The owners like me a lot. They pretty much told me that it's going to take a whole bunch of money for somebody to steal me, kind of a thing. So I may grow with them, you know, and I would love that, you know. And so I could end up staying right here and just keep doing my thing, you know. I don't really care to be like wealthy off this,
right?
You know, I don't ever see it. I don't ever see me being rich off this, you know. Like, yeah, I get fucking a little bit of money here and there. I get like my flights, and I get taken to events, and I get like some free fucking apparel and supplements and shit, you know. But there's that, you know, I'm not rich off it, but I'm successful, you know, and I like that. I like that feeling, you know.
Successful doesn't always mean wealth.
No, and you know, I make my money from what, you know, from the government, from what, you know, my time served, and then my wife's about to finish up nursing school, you know. So, I mean, am I rich? Nope, but I'm living good for a 30-year-old dude, you know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
As far as like wealth or like making money off this, I could really care less.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's how it should be. That's the people that go the farthest.
Well, some people are in it for the money, which is fine. That's what you should do. I mean, if you own a business, then that's what it's fucking apart. The fitness industry is there for that.
Right.
You know, I don't own a business, so my whole goal is to just, you know, motivate and inspire people, and like I said, if it down the road I somehow get rich off it, then fuck. Well, who knows what we'll go from there? I'll probably open up my own company or something like that. You know? Who knows? So did you get any Snapchat questions?
Nope.
I got some.
You got some? Do we need to restart the thing?
Got 7 minutes.
Okay.
I got a few. Let's see here. I think I got a few. I know I got like 10. Oh shit, I'm turning this volume up. Watch it be like something like, hey, how nice is my dick or something like that. It's on the video.
Dick pics?
Yeah. I haven't got one of those yet. Okay, so this one is, how do you break your dead plateaus? So a thing for me was, and this is before I was getting coaching. Well, I just thought, okay, well, to get fucking strong, you got to go in there and lift heavy all the time. So I was going in there lifting heavy deadlifts and bench all the fucking time, like every week. And I just, all of a sudden, I noticed that I was like plateaued out. Like I couldn't get stronger. I didn't know why. And somebody's like, dude, your central nervous system is like just fucking fried. And I'm like, what the fuck you talking about, a central nervous system? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
What the fuck?
That's not a real thing.
And so oh shit, that guy, Hulk. And so I had no idea. And then somebody explained everything to me. You know, you gotta have your breaks. You gotta have your deload weeks. You gotta get your high volume stuff in. And then there's band work and, you know, and just a bunch of different things. So I was like, oh, fuck, okay. So I started doing all that. You know, I have those, when I go heavy, I'll take a deload week the next week, and I'll just do higher volume type of stuff. Right. And then the following week, I'll go a little bit heavier, like I'll do some triples. And then the next week, I'll do like speed work with like bands or chains or deficits or something like that. And then I'll do one more light week, and then I'll go to another heavy, like a single, or work up to a 1-rep PR or something like that, you know? So that's kind of how I broke my plateaus, was getting a little bit of everything. That volume shit is serious for like to build your PR.
Yeah.
And so that's your answer. Cruck Dude 09.
Cruck Dude.
Work on high volume, do some speed work, take your days off. After a heavy deadlift week, make sure you do a deload week to let your central nervous system recover. So let's see what this next one. What's your highest deadlift max? My highest deadlift max was recently, until tomorrow, I'm going to break that bitch, was 560. I did 560. I was sick as a dog. I haven't pulled that heavy. It was like 5 weeks before that when I pulled that 545. I knew I had more in me. I went out to do a video up in Torrance with a couple of my buddies, and they were wanting to deadlift. And I told them, I just got back from the Arnold. I was sick as fuck. Like, I'm sick. But it was like a planned thing. They had guys come in from out of town. So I was like, fuck it, I'm coming regardless. the whole like no excuses mentality that I live by. I went
Yeah.
up there, did it, told him I wasn't going to probably be my strongest. Fuck me, I'm like a switch. You know, a switch hits, I turn it on when I get in the gym, and I ended up pulling 560 sick as a dog. And after doing 2 sets of 500 for like 5 or 6, and then I did a 530, a 550, and then a 560, and I pulled that 560 pretty fast. So I don't. So 560 now until tomorrow. Hopefully.
Until tomorrow.
Hopefully we'll see
After
how
we
everything
get
goes.
pump you full of some donuts.
Donuts. So
Pretty perfect.
Matt, that's your answer. What sups do you recommend for cutting?
Eat less.
Yeah,
I'll let
diet.
you- Right.
Fucking diet, man.
Yeah.
Diet's key. There are supplements out there, and I will say my company supplements because they are legit, and I know they are legit. So we have the 1-andro and the 4-andro that are very good for cutting. The super androl is really good. You can actually stack all 3. There's no side effects. They're not like a pro hormone where they're gonna beat your liver up. So if you're looking to cut, diet is first. Start eating leaner, start eating cleaner, and then go on to www.primevallabs.com and check out the 1-andro, the 4-andro, and the super androl. And if you feel like saving yourself $1, you can use my promo code KC15. KC15.
$1.
Actually, I heard it's pretty good discount from what I've heard. And some guy said it saved him like $35 the other day.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how much shit he ordered, but. All right. So, GOAT. For a guy who has chronic back issues but loves deadlifts, any suggestions? So, true story. I have a friend he was a sniper when we were deployed. One of the worst scoliosis I've ever seen in my life. Like, he showed me an x-ray of it, and it's like a fucking question mark. Dude is shredded, like ripped, muscle everywhere. And I was literally right there when the doctors told him, like, dude, you would have so much back problems if you didn't have so much muscle, like just holding you together kind of a thing,
Right,
you know?
right.
So if you have chronic back issues, start with lightweight, try to build that back muscle up. I feel like muscle does a lot. I know for me, like with my right knee being dislocated and all the ligaments repaired, you have muscle around your knee, and I had lost a lot of that, and I've now built that up, and I feel
Right.
like my knee's more stable because of all that muscle, that's holding on around it. So GOAT 1082, I would start working on just strictly, I wouldn't do deadlifts yet, and if you do, I would do very, very light, but I would just
Partial
start
range.
Yeah, I would just start working on your back strength, period. Like work like a bodybuilder, try to put some muscle back there and see how that feels. And then if it starts to feel good, start to hit those deadlifts and see how it feels. But give it a month or 2. Start building up like I said, build up the back and see how it feels. Let's see. How'd you ever find the motivation to get back into the gym and become the monster you are today? Also, how would you motivate someone coming off a long-term relationship to get back in the gym? Well, that's an easy one, the relationship part. That should motivate you enough to go in the gym, get shredded, look sexy as fuck, and get like...
Go run on the beach naked.
Exactly. And go out to the clubs
Yeah,
in a
And-
tight-ass muscle shirt.
exactly.
Bang
show
all the
'em-
chicks you can.
Yeah, that's what you do.
and,
You're a man. No.
and as for motivation, listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
That's pretty much what we talked about.
So motivation for the gym, it's honestly, I used to watch, like I said, the YouTube videos, man. I used to watch the CT Fletchers, the DLBs, the Micro Sheeds, and watch them and just watch their YouTube videos on my TV before I'd go to the gym. I feel like the gym, you have to want to do it. You can't,
Right.
you stay motivated,
Yeah.
but you just have to want
You have
to
to
do it.
accept it as being a part of your day, the
Yeah.
same way as how you go to work every day.
Exactly.
And once you treat the gym as being part of your routine, you can't resent it.
No.
And
Right.
you go.
It's an addiction.
You go every day
You
the
have
same
to
way
think
as
of
you
it
go
as
to
you
work
want
every
it,
day.
not
Exactly.
that you have to.
You
do
have
it.
to.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you
because you don't have to do it.
and if you don't want to go, there's probably an issue with your training. You need to find training that you like.
Yeah. And like literally the long-term breakup that you're having, Ace Man 94, that should motivate you to go to the gym, because I know, like, if my broad broke up with me, I would go get sexy as fuck
Get revenge on her.
and get revenge on her, make her want me, and tell her no.
Nope.
You don't get to have this bod. King J Low 35. How are you able to balance pulling heavy weight at such an elite level while still being able to get max amounts of sets and reps in a build a lean body? So I mix my training up. 3 days a week I do powerlifting,
Bodybuilding on the
and then the
days.
other days I do bodybuilding. I go in there and I chase the pump, and that's kind of I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be like that big fat kind of like powerlifter. I want to be like, what are they calling it? It's kind of like a hybrid, I guess people are saying, like a
Power builder.
a
power builder. Yeah, that's kind of like what I want to be. And so you got to balance it out. You got to have your days, and a leg day is leg day. So for me, I'll hit a little bit of accessory work after leg day. I stay away from like arms. I stay away from like biceps, like about a day or two out for my deadlifts.
Yeah.
Because I just don't, want to. I seen my friend rip his shit open.
That's so gnarly. I've watched that happen.
So bad. And
I've
so
seen
I don't want to be that guy.
bicep tears on deadlifts, and it's
Yeah,
the gnarliest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
I don't.
this. It's like
Yeah, it rolls up. Oh yeah, no, I'm good with that. So just balance, King J. Plan your power workouts. Plan those, and then plan your bodybuilding workouts around those. And just try to find out what works for you, which days you feel better that you should hit buys or tries or shoulders or whatever. But the key is to go in there and chase the pump, because the pump is what makes you have that bodybuilder look. It's not powerlifting. And then combining the two will give you this awesome look, that I like.
Yeah, on a bodybuilding day, you shouldn't feel like you've killed yourself.
Exactly.
right. That's the other thing too. Is people, you want gas left in the tank when you're training for hypertrophy.
Yeah. They don't understand that sometimes.
Right. People think it's all about maxing everything all the time, and it
killing
doesn't.
yourself,
It doesn't matter. Just get the reps in. It doesn't matter what the fucking weight is on a bodybuilding day.
For me, I don't even count reps. I just kind of just go.
Burnout sets.
I just
Fuck
go.
it.
Yeah.
I just go, and then I feel like I got, when I
Like one
slam
or two left,
when I slam the blood in there real good, and I can see that I'm like, okay, it's pumped. We're there, and then I call it a wrap.
It's a really good strategy.
Yeah, I move it around. I mean, I don't sit on one machine. I bounce constantly. I'm very, very. It's like kind of cardio when I do my bodybuilding type of stuff.
Right.
I bounce around really, really fast. I'm on that fucking machine. I'll hit the sets until I just feel like I'm done, and then I move on to the next thing. So
and as for staying leanish,
diet.
just don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
With your diet.
Everybody, the thing is, I know people have had heard the saying, abs are made in the kitchen. That's true. That's why I don't have any. I could give a fuck about abs personally. I have like a different style that I want to look like. It's just kind of like a big brawly look. Right. Somehow my upper body stays somewhat lean, but am I shredded with abs? No, but I'm not fat either. Right. So for me, it's because I have the calorie intake that I take, right. Plus I don't live like on a very, very hardcore strict diet.
What's your average calorie intake?
Average, okay, so about 4 to 6,000 calories. And then when I was trying to bulk up for my meet, I was doing anywhere from 7 to 10,000 calories.
Yeah.
And 10,000 is very, very, very hard.
Yeah.
I literally went on a 2-week strictly every single meal I had was a steak. For 2 weeks, and I put on some massive fucking
Steak
size.
diet.
It was awesome. It was steak and white rice like a mother.
Yeah,
so
and I put on
funny.
some fucking size. I got thick very quick. I don't do that. I only do that I was only doing that because I was trying to get my weight up. I was trying to meet that 242.
You got to get up to once you're over 200, then you can back off a little bit.
Yeah. So there you go, King J. Just balance it out, buddy. And diet is key. I think that's all the questions I have.
All of my stupid questions are, he's a beast, I follow him on IG. Nobody's asking.
How important is it
That
to
wasn't a
drink
question.
water?
It's not important at all. You don't need water. It's overrated.
It's a myth.
We just drink coffee and energy drinks around here. Fuck water.
Except for that big ass jug of water.
Water's for pussies. That's actually vodka.
Oh.
Water's for pussies.
Yeah. Water is the most important thing you put in your body. Just put it that way.
And
besides food, obviously.
The rule of thumb for water is however many pounds you weigh, drink that many ounces a day.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
standard.
if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your lips are dry, if you're, like, I know my skin starts to break out really bad when I'm dehydrated.
And no one gives
like
a
that.
shit if you have to go to the bathroom a lot.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good
But
thing.
One of my clients today told me that he doesn't want to drink as much water because he doesn't like having to get up to go pee at night.
Dude, I'm stoked to get up and go pee because I usually go eat.
Yeah.
I always eat when I get up. Like I go downstairs, I grab like some fucking food real quick and I eat and go to sleep. But yeah, water is very, very important. I mean, I had this one guy, he's like, God, dude, I never sweat when I work out. And I was like, either one, you don't work out hard enough, or two, you're fucking dehydrated, bro. Like, you're not.
Well, my piss
sweat.
is the nice maple syrup color. Yeah. That's good, right?
Gross.
Yeah. So there you go.
Let's see,
I don't know how to say that name. Mon Chris Wish. Water is very important. While we're doing this real quick, we need to announce that winner. I'm gonna let you choose the winner.
Me choose
the
the
winner. I left a
Let's
winner.
see what Adam wants.
Someone asked me how much gear I took on Sunday for my meet, and I responded with 80 gallons, and they told me I'm an idiot. My job.
Enough to fucking piss a bull off. Fucking Adam, he's hilarious.
fucking-
That kid is gonna be something else when he gets older.
Yeah, he's like 22.
22, that squatted like 7 something.
Natural.
He's a fucking freak.
Natural and
That's the
raw.
thing is like, so funny because the first time I met him was at Barbell Brigade, and he was like nervous to come say what's up to me.
He's a very shy person.
Yeah. He's like, yo,
We're talking about Hulk Smash,
Hulk
Adam
smash.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, and this kid's like a fucking bison, like a young bison. This kid is stacked, you know. And I was like, holy fuck, look at that cat's up. Look at his, you know, he's a thicker guy. He's a power lifter.
Yeah.
And I was just like, look at that fucking kid's back. You could just see how big he was. And then somebody like, oh yeah, he's like 22 years old. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You
he's a
know.
freak.
And then I saw him on Instagram. I'm like, this kid's hilarious. He's just a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And he came over. He's like, hey, like I'm not trying to mess with your workout, like, but like after you're done, like, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, dude, hell yeah, you
can I get a
Like, what
picture
the
with you?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I told him. I was like, dude, you're a fucking beast, you know. And so we chatted up a little bit, and cool dude, man. I've
really cool.
seen him here a couple times. We follow each other, and he has a funny Instagram. If you guys don't follow him, Hulk Smash, it's funny as shit. Yeah, he's the funniest big dude ever. It's funny shit.
How do you want me to choose this?
And he takes 80 gallons of fucking steroids on day
Yeah.
of his meat, so that's a
Which is
fucking
crazy.
savage.
Plus
So I'm just gonna have you pick a random in the comment section.
of this.
Yep, just pick a random person, and they're the winners of the supplements. I'm gonna send them. So there's like 80, 90 comments on there. So we'll pick one. I swear to God, if you pick one that lives in like fucking Australia, and I gotta pay shipping on that. No, actually, Anthony.
I'm gonna pick the person that left the biggest comment.
Okay.
Team Lefty.
Oh, that's my actual #1 follower. That's hilarious. She'll
Really?
love that. Yeah, she's awesome. She's been following me
That looks like Reno.
forever.
Doesn't that look like Edge?
She's been Team Left. She's from New
Remember
York.
New York.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
So Team Lefty, you were the winner, chosen by.
You left a
Miss
very
Chrissy.
long comment, and
Yeah, what
it
was her
was very
comment?
it was very nice. It was
Yeah,
her
she-
saying all these questions are answered elsewhere.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. She's like I said, she's been following me for a very long time. Very supportive.
She wins.
She wins the supplements, and
How convenient.
I will take care. Yeah, how funny is that, huh? And so I will send you a special package that will benefit you.
Yeah, I like
Personally.
that she mentioned your wife too, and saying how proud she is of both you guys.
Yeah, she's
That's
awesome.
very sweet.
Yeah, she's very one of my #1 followers. Her and this other guy named Hulk Stuff is awesome. So, all right, so there you guys go.
Well, we're gonna play this word association
And
game
I'm
really
gonna
quick.
fucking play the game.
So I'm gonna say something that's on this list, and you need to think of the first single word that comes to mind when I say it.
Fuck me.
So we'll
You're gonna get me divorced.
No. I kept it appropriate.
Sex.
I was gonna start. I
Sex.
was gonna write like boobies, but I changed my mind.
Man, oh God.
Okay, we're gonna start mild. Barbell.
Barbell.
It's the first fucking thing that comes to mind.
Brigade.
Okay. Friendship. I'm getting gay on you. It's the first thing that comes to mind when you think friendship.
Friendship. I'm about to go with like haters.
Okay. Taco.
Pizza. You like that?
Deadlift.
That one leg monster.
Nice. Donuts.
Donuts and deadlifts.
There we go. Donald Trump.
The fucking man. American.
Mark Bell.
My boy crush.
And the last one, CrossFit.
No comment.
Sigh.
When Matt came in here,
Derek Weeda. There we go.
When Matt came in here and started talking about CrossFit, I want to go, bro, I can't tell you how much he doesn't care.
Yeah.
I was going to rescue you, but I almost thought it was kind of funny.
Who, me?
Yeah.
About the CrossFit
When
thing?
Matt came in here and started talking to me about
Oh.
CrossFit, I'm like, I wanted to go, Matt, he does not fucking care.
He was like going off, and I literally had no idea what he was talking
Yeah,
about.
I was like, he probably
And he's like, "Oh, sorry, dude, I just totally went on a rant." And I was like, "Oh, it's cool, man." Like,
It's so fucking funny.
I don't know any. I was trying to find out from her.
I was trying to teach him how CrossFit
The
works.
16.4, and it's apparently that's the year 2016. This is some new shit. I've never heard of this shit. I just watch it because
Well,
my
I
gym.
legit, that's the first time I've figured out what the
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
workouts
the
are.
year. And
Well, I
then
was
the
just trying to
number.
figure out like who gets to come up with these. She's explaining that to me. Who invented this? Who did this? She explained it to me. So I got a little history lesson.
yeah.
She almost made me do CrossFit. Not really.
I was gonna say it would probably be a really fucking awesome video with awesome content if we got you to do a little mini CrossFit, something or other.
Yeah.
Like a CrossFit like football.
So do you remember when Miranda and DLB did the
Yes.
DLB taught her She did a bodybuilding workout, and then Miranda got DLB to do a CrossFit
Yeah,
workout.
but DLB's a freak.
She's also an athlete, yeah.
And
No
me,
offense.
I'm like just a handicapped person walking around.
Literally.
Yeah.
You're like, I had that card to play.
I have that card. The placard is in my fucking car. Okay.
Okay.
Which I used to get bullied on about that all the time.
Really?
I don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only time I use it is amusement parks because those amusement parking lots are
Right.
fucking
Fuck
retarded.
that.
But I would park in the handicap, and then like people would like fuck with me. I even had an old man I watched spit on my car. Old man.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Because he saw me get out and I walk pretty good. Like you can't tell if I wear pants.
If you have
know?
pants on, yeah.
And they, fuckers. You know, the only
Did
bad.
you just walk up to him and
I've had cops block my car in
Really?
at Chipotle,
Fuck.
at the gym. Because
That's
people call the
fucking-
cops on me. Because I used to drive this big ass lifted truck, and I just hop out and I walk in. Fuck you! I lost a leg. I earned that bitch.
Yeah.
You know,
Seriously.
but-
then they probably feel like real fucking McAssholes.
The old man spitting on my car. I watched it, and I wanted to go kick his ass.
I would
but
have taken your leg off and fucking just smacked him with it.
I should have just anal raped him with it.
With the prosthetic.
open wide?
No lube either. But yeah, I had a guy stick his head in my car one time when I was like sitting there. When my wife was running into the grocery store. I parked in the handicap spot. He like stuck his head in his like right in my face. And look at these older people. They're lucky. I can't kick no old man's ass, man. But if it was a youngster, I'd fuck his ass up. You know. But these old people, man, they get mad.
Mess.
You know what the sad thing is that they give out handicap placards to people that are like just overweight.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. They should be parking farther away.
It's ridiculous. I'm like,
Back.
yeah. I'm like, how
Here's some
the
exercise.
fuck did you get that?
Yeah.
You know, but I honestly haven't used my placard in probably, man, it's probably been almost a year now. I
Yeah.
just haven't used it. I actually, it might even be expired. I don't even know because I just haven't used it. The only time I use my handicap thing is on airplanes. I like to get the like pre-boarding pass
Yeah.
because I do not want to sit in the fucking middle.
I don't blame you.
And if it's a long flight, sometimes I like to like take my leg off and kind of relax because it just I don't know. I feel like the pressure of the cabin or something like
Yeah.
that, kind of the elevation or something fucks with me, and it just
Yeah.
causes like it's kind of like cut circulation off. It's
Yeah,
kind of what
yeah,
it feels
yeah.
like. So sometimes I like to. If it's a
Well,
long
your
flight,
body swells when you fly too. So if your
that's what I
legs
feel,
swelling
and that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And I notice that when I get into higher elevations like Colorado and
Or
shit.
here.
Yeah, I kind of feel a little bit here.
Yeah,
you
we're
know,
pretty
I can
high
feel
here.
that swelling and shit. So
What are we at here? Like 45?
it's higher than where I'm at. That's
I
for
have
damn
the
sure.
fucking thing on here.
Oh yeah, I have that too. Yeah, we're about 45, 40.
Yeah, about
probably
44.
46, 44. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're way the fuck down here.
Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
No?
Thanks for having me.
Okay. You don't want
That
to.
was.
You don't want to play Would You Rather?
Oh, we could play Would You Rather.
We got 15 minutes.
Would you rather, and you need to explain why.
Oh fuck.
Would you rather never be able to access the internet in any form ever again, or never to be able to get on an airplane for any reason ever again?
Never to get on an airplane ever again.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I think I would have to say never access the internet again.
I like the internet.
I fucking love to travel.
Fucking Google, man.
Yeah.
You can travel through Google, goddammit.
I feel like,
You seem like you'd be a fucking gypsy anyway.
yeah,
You know, hitchhiking with randoms.
I totally would.
Yeah. See, exactly. So you fucking you
Yeah,
don't
that
need
would
the
be a better
airplane.
journey that way.
Yeah, it'd be way better
Yeah.
for you.
On a ship.
Yeah.
To go to
Take
Europe.
a boat.
Yeah. See.
All right,
So your answer's
maybe.
reversed.
I don't know. I'm also deathly afraid of airplanes.
See,
Fucking,
so-
I give myself a panic attack I play it over in my head 1,000 times how I'm going to fucking die on that plane the whole flight. It's not good.
I always think that if it does go down, I'm gonna live.
I have one more question. It only seems fitting for you. Would you rather have no hands or no genitals?
Yeah, that's the one I heard the other day.
That's
Would you
a
rather
rough
have
one.
no hands or no?
You've already lost a body part, so you kind of.
Would you rather give up an arm or a leg?
The leg for sure. I would hate to lose an arm.
Seriously.
So I would have to go with no hands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Think of how much shit you do with your hands.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
not
but look
having
how
a-
much shit I do with my genitals
Yeah, that you can't do.
that I can't do. You know?
Fuck.
Exactly.
Always a good time. All right.
That guy's never gonna choose.
No.
He's always
Yeah.
gonna choose his hands.
Brandon
No, because
Collins,
there's other hands out there.
Brandon
I still got my genitals.
Brandon Collins said that he would rather have his hands. And I said, why? He goes, do you know how much trouble my dick gets me into?
There you go. That's a good problem to have, I guess.
So fucking
Or a
funny.
bad one.
Yeah.
Depends. Yeah.
So where can people find you on all across social media?
On Instagram, it's that one leg monster, THAT, the actual number 1, LEGMONSTER. And then same with YouTube. No spaces. There's one on there. I think that's when like Rich did one with me. So all my stuff's the same. Periscope, YouTube.
Yeah,
Smart.
a couple
Snapchat,
people
makes it easy.
mentioned to me that you're pretty active on Periscope and really entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
I get bad about not doing it, and then I get yelled at because I'll start Snapchatting more because Snapchat's just easier.
Snapchat's so easy.
Yeah, and then people be like, "What the fuck? When are you going back on Periscope?" And I will go back on Periscope.
Snapchat's the same,
do you
right?
Periscope?
Username. I have it, but what happened once is that at the Savage Swim yearly bikini shoot with all the really
Dude,
famous
that's when
bikini
Periscope should
models.
be on.
So we Periscoped that, and I got 14,000 followers in an hour because
Jesus.
it trended.
Yeah.
Of people just saying perverted, and so I have like an insane amount of followers on Periscope, and every single one of them's a pervert.
So what you do is you get like Hulk Smash on there.
Yeah.
On your Periscope doing some perverted shit, and they'll
And then they'll
unfollow.
unfollow. Yeah.
Because he will do perverted shit for you.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, I mean, I ever since then I've kind of been like a little nervous about using it because half my following is 14,000 perverts. I mean, could be fun though. Who knows?
I would just start doing it, but recording your shit or doing whatever it is you
Yeah,
do. And they'll
sometime-
probably
I'll
they'll
turn it
probably
on today when we train.
They'll probably drop off.
I'll turn it
more
on
than
today
likely.
when we train.
Yeah, I need to do mine. It's the sad. Periscope's like YouTube. If you neglect it, like you will get lower views when you turn it on.
Right.
Like you don't get as many people watching.
Yeah.
I've screwed myself on there a couple times. It's not so much that you lose the person.
You got to
it's
build
just,
the momentum.
Yeah, and I like Periscope a lot. It's just I hate when I get on there and it's only like 30, 40 people on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God. Or I've even had it one time. It's like then I realized like I don't work and
Yeah.
everybody's at work.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm like trying to Periscope do like whatever, and it's like 10 people on, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want you fucking 10 people. I don't want to do this because there's only 10 of you guys, you know?
Yeah.
But so I'll just usually do a fast Periscope. But yeah, everything's the same. Snapchat, Instagram, that one leg monster.
All right, sweet.
It's not that one-legged monster. It's that
one
one leg monster. There's people that are kind of like what you said earlier. There's kind of people mimicking my thing.
Yeah,
There's that
because they know people will search it.
that one leg. There's that one-leg kid. There's that one-legged monster. And I appreciate it. You know, it's cool.
Flattering.
It's flattering. You know, but it gets confusing now.
Yeah.
And so that was a nickname that was given to me, and I've just like kept it.
Yeah.
And so, and now people are kind of.
That's what happened to me when I changed my Instagram name to my actual name.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody immediately took that Instagram name. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? Like to hopes to get followers.
That was one thing that Derek Weeder told me. I guess Derek Instagram used to be named something different.
Yeah, it used to be.
And then he told me, he was like talking to me about like how to build myself bigger, I guess. And he was like, yeah, as soon as I changed my actual name to Derek, put it as Derek Weeder, it was easier for people to find me. But like you can type in Casey Mitchell and it pulls me up on Instagram too.
It'll pull you up right away.
Yeah, it pulls me up. So I don't think I'm ever going to change. It's kind of what I'm known as now. I mean,
What the fuck did
maybe.
It works.
Yeah, it don't bother me at all. I like it.
I tagged him.
The same with my wife. Everybody knows her as Tink. We call her Tink because she's like a little.
because she's a
tiny.
little Tinkerbell.
Yeah, and so her name's Tinker Mal on her Instagram, and everybody knows her as Tink. But her name's Mallory. And so, no, it's cool. I like it.
Where is that fucking picture?
I don't think I'll ever change it. I don't think she will either, to be honest. But yeah, he was telling me how his name used to be something different.
I'm trying to find it because we went through this weird fanny pack phase where we were always wearing fanny packs.
Why do you have so many black and white photos? Is that what you do?
This is my other Instagram. Here it is.
You have 2 Instagrams?
Yeah,
God,
it used to be Derek.
I wish I was that popular.
It used to be Derek TNO.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means, but I remember
Ooh.
tagging him in this picture because we went through the fanny pack phase.
Dude, what a badass.
Yeah, and then he
So
changed
popular,
it.
it's just 2 Instagrams.
I know. It's crazy.
Well, this one was just for
3.
shit that wasn't
3.
fitnessy. Well, if you count the businesses, it's
Jesus.
4.
4 Instagrams?
But that's because there's an Instagram for the gym and
no wonder you
Instagram
can't
for
answer
the
your
that
fucking
lives.
fans.
I try. I'm pretty good about it.
I
But
struggle
then
with one, god damn it.
this Chrissy May
Over here.
feed is just like travel and
Black
pictures
and
of my
white.
butt and me posting
So if you guys
selfies.
want pictures of Chrissy's butt, it's Chrissy
underscore May.
Yeah.
That's where the good stuff is.
That's yeah.
Fuck
you,
weightlifting,
You have to
right?
request to be in this Instagram.
That's how it should be.
And then you have to send her PayPal.
Yeah. Dude, there's people that do that.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
fucking nuts. I have a friend who is a tattoo model, and you can PayPal her, and she will take a nude Polaroid picture and mail it to you.
Dude, you guys PayPal me, and I will send you some nudie
There we go.
stump.
I think
shots.
we know where your career is headed. On that note,
There's a suicide girl. If you PayPal her $40, she'll send you a link to her private Snapchat where she just does nudes.
That's
all the time.
ridiculous.
That's fucking smart.
Making a killing.
right?
Probably.
Dude, if I was a girl, I'd be so rich.
Seriously.
That's
Nobody
gonna be
wants
what
to.
I.
Nobody wants to see this.
That'll
though.
be what I revert to.
Yeah.
Should all this crumble.
Yeah. I would literally be like the richest woman in this world.
That's so funny. I always hear dudes say, "If I was a chick, I'd be the biggest slut ever."
I would.
It's easier.
It's easier. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
You get to
Women have it so easy.
Right?
Yeah.
Just flash our titties, do whoever we want.
Yeah.
There's an author who just died, but one of her most famous quotes was, "New York is a river, and when I was thirsty, I drank."
Yeah. It's
Good
true.
old New York.
Instagram is a river. And when I'm thirsty, I drink.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody, it's a lot of thirst in the desert.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Oh, it was a good time.
Let's
Thanks
go
for-
fucking train.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.